So you want a luxury fragrance, but you don't want to pay luxury prices. You could go with something really artistic and kind of niche, but with that comes a price. Today, we're actually going to be looking at something that bridges both of those, and I'm actually really excited to get into this one. So stay tuned. So this fragrance I actually discovered through Fragrantica. I was looking at some other high quality fragrances and saw that a lot of them were being compared to this particular fragrance. And this fragrance is by the house of Monotheme, and we're looking at Monotheme Aqva Marina. So this fragrance house is actually Monotheme Venezia. It's an Italian fragrance house, and I don't really know a whole lot about it. I just know that they make some really affordable fragrances. A lot of them you can find for around $15 to $20, $25. They have some really high quality looking boxes, and I just love the way that the bottles look. On the back, it actually says, "This beautiful collection of fragrances is inspired by the eternal classic themes of perfumery. Monotheme fragrances are created using finest quality raw materials to offer a superior olfactory performance and longer persistency. Designed and selected by Lorenzo Vidal." So we'll have to see if any of that's true. As you can see, we have this really cool kind of aquatic, oceanic looking box, and on the side, it also has that same kind of wave design. Here is the bottle itself. I actually really love the look of this design on the front. I think it just looks absolutely fantastic and high quality. I love the kind of aqua and teal look that they use. My only complaint, I think, is the cap. It's made of this kind of plastic material. It's not real heavy. And while this does look unique, it does have that kind of flat cap on the top that I'm not quite sure how I feel about. So we'll see. I do like the look of the bottle, just maybe not the cap so much. But the fragrance itself is a whole nother story. You actually have a really decent atomizer on this one. It's definitely great for the price, especially considering this juice was about $15. Immediately, you get some amazing citruses, woods, and oceanic aquatic accords. It smells very Italian inspired, and actually I think this one online it's compared to Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue and Bulgari Aqua Parome. So both of those fragrances I'm a huge fan of. They're kind of warm, they're aquatic, but at the same time, they're very green and kind of luscious. This one kind of follows in that footsteps. This one's got top notes of Amalfi lemon, lime, grapefruit, mandarin orange, and aquatic notes with a mid of cardamom, nutmeg, bay leaf, sage, lavender, and clove, with a base of cedar, amber, and vetiver. Again, right up top, you have a wonderful fresh lime and grapefruit that just smells absolutely refreshing. It smells like a nice, high quality kind of bowl of just citrus fruits, almost like a cocktail, if you will. It's really sweet and natural smelling citruses. Doesn't smell ultra synthetic like I would kind of expect for something in this price range. That grapefruit comes off as slightly rindy. It just smells really natural, and I think that mandarin does give it a little bit of sweetness as well as that lime, but I think this smells fantastic up top. Also, this one comes off very earthy, natural, and woody. So this one, I imagine just an oceanic coastline. You can almost smell the driftwood and the kind of salty sea air. The way that the musks and everything kind of work together, it smells very amber heavy with a nice light and salty uplifting tone at the same time. Yeah, that smells really, really nice, especially on skin. And once it kind of dries down, you lose a little bit of that kind of brightness, but it still smells really nice and kind of aromatic. I think the bay leaf and the sage and lavender here, that's a wonderful trifecta to use because those three notes have been known to basically just calm you down, and they have a calming and cooling facet to it because when you spray this on yourself, you definitely feel like you're cooler, you're more at ease, and I just enjoy how those three notes kind of cut through and just make it smell ultra relaxing and natural. Very calming. As this sort of dries down, you still have a lot of that vetiver and the cedar here. It smells ultra kind of mountainous. It's got that woods and that ultra creamy vibe with the sandalwood. It just smells absolutely breathtaking. I do have to say on the dry down, it changes quite a bit and you don't have as much of a natural smell as you kind of did at the start. In the base, it's definitely a lot more cedar and amber heavy. It's a little bit salty and aromatic, but at the same time, it does stay a little bit woody, but it doesn't smell as fresh. It smells more sporty, almost like a deodorant kind of vibe. That's not really a bad thing because it does retain some of that woodiness, but at the same time, that amber note is very, very noticeable here. I do kind of wish that those citrus notes stuck around for a little bit longer, but trust me, that kind of soil, kind of earthy green vibe does last for about 5 to 6 hours. And then after about the 6 to 8 hour mark, it does start to dry down to that more sporty kind of amber and wood vibe. but I'm honestly really happy at how this one smells. Personally, I think I would keep this bottle with me. I would spray myself every 4 hours or so just so that I could have that opening and those kind of middle notes, because that really earthy kind of mountainous sea air vibe mixed with those nice green kind of bay leaf and just ultra salty sea aquatic notes. I think it smells absolutely fantastic, and I just wish it stuck around for a little bit more. But again, like I said, just spray a little bit more often, you can keep that party going. This one is definitely office friendly, and I could honestly see it being great for after work or just getting drinks with friends. It's just a really great kind of dumb reach fragrance because you can really wear this anywhere for any occasion. But honestly, because of that dry down, you could always pull this off as a nice gym scent as well. In that opening and those mids, I think anybody can wear this if you want something kind of green, herbaceous, because that's what I see with this one. I feel like this one's artistic, it's imaginative, and I think this one definitely puts me in a headspace that's more relaxed. And that one is Aqva Marina by Monotheme Venezia. So have you purchased any fragrances by Monotheme? This is honestly my first fragrance that I bought from them. I've seen a lot of other fragrances that I would like to try out, specifically Black Oud and Rose Oud. I think those look really interesting, and I definitely want to get my nose on those as well. That does it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching and for tuning in. If you're a regular, hello again. And if this is your first time watching the channel, thank you for tuning in and welcome to the channel. I've been Eli with Common Sense, and until the next time, bye-bye.